So everybody kept asking me the same question. How did I go from somebody who was barely making any money with my personal brand to somebody who is now making over 30K a month? So in this video, I'm going to be opening up everything, right? The exact content system that I use, the same one my clients use, and why it consistently attracts inbound leads without spending any dollars on ads. And this isn't theory, this is an actual system that can be implemented within your business through personal branding. So as you guys can see right here, this is how I first started off the beginning of the year. I had 4K followers at the time, and I really had no idea how to, position myself as an authoritative figure. What that led to was poor results, right? I was unclear of who I helped, didn't have any idea of my ICP. I had no transformation or results, no positioning or authority in whatever space that I was in. So I was doing fitness coaching at the time. And at that time, my brand didn't look like somebody who was worth investing into, right? Inconsistent content strategy, right? I didn't know the difference between top, middle, and bottom of the funnel content, which led to no inbound leads, right? Content has no clear job. I was really just someone posting content of my life, which had no direction of where I was really trying to go. It was just posting I was just everywhere. And what that led to was my brand looking like a hobby and not a business. And when you have low trust, that equals low conversions and then low revenue, right? Then fast forward 6 months, I've revamped my whole personal brand. We grew up to almost 60K followers within 7 months. What that led to, and after doing some work on the personal brand and actually revamping the whole profile, as you guys can see here, as soon as you click onto my page, you get a clear understanding of what I do, right? One, I'm a personal brand strategist, a founder of Trap to Freedom. I help online coaches get to 10K plus per month with personal branding. I have a clear call to action, so DM me Speedrun if you want to work with me. This has clear identity, right? Which people instantly know what I do. It's results driven, shows the outcome that I help people achieve, right? Authority builds trust and positions you as the go-to expert, right? Because I have the personal brand strategist as my title. And lastly, a clear CTA, which directs people to take action, right? If your page does not look like this, if nobody knows exactly what you do from the first 3 seconds of landing on your page, then you're going to have poor positioning, right? This right here is an example of a profile that is able to attract 30K months because of the strong positioning, right? Which leads to strong results. Clear positioning speaks directly to ideal client, which is coaches who want to scale to 10K dollars per month with personal branding. Results and transformations focus, authority and credibility established, clear offer established, and next step, right? I had a consistent content strategy that was working top, middle, and the bottom of the funnel, which led to inbound leads daily. Content has a clear job at every stage, and high trust, high conversions, high revenue, all because of this content strategy. Now, who's this video for? This video is for online coaches who are serious about scaling their business to 10K plus months through personal branding. Now, this is not for you if you're looking to get rich quick or look for some type of viral hack, because around here, we're building business brands rather than just somebody who just goes viral. This video is not for you if you don't have an offer or client results yet. Also, if you're not willing to post consistently, this video is not for you if you want someone to build it for you. So like your offer, or you're not ready to invest in yourself or your brand, or if you're looking for free traffic strategies. And lastly, if you want overnight results, this is not a viral strategy. I want to make that super clear from the jump. This is a business growth system. And if you're ready to build a real brand that brings in real clients, this is for you. If you're an online coach or service provider already and you have an offer and you want to scale it to 10K plus months, you're ready. If you're ready to build a personal brand that actually attracts clients, if you want inbound leads without relying on ads, if you're ready to position yourself as a go-to expert, if you're willing to follow a proven system consistently for months, and you're ready for consistent 10K plus months, and lastly, you're ready to treat your brand like a real business. Now, this is a proven content system that's built authority and brings high paying clients. So by the end of this video, you'll have a clear blueprint to turn your content into consistent inbound leads and 10K plus months. With that being said, let's get on to the exact content system. This is the fun part. Now, this is the exact framework that turns my content into consistent 10K plus months. Now, the truth is, it's not about posting more. It's about having a system that actually works. So number one, when it comes to your content system, you need to first work on your positioning, right? Brand optimization, profile revamps. So being very specific, turning your profile into a landing page. I'm going to get more in depth in all of these later, but I'm just going to basically break it down. Top of the funnel content, middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel, then that leads to, so this is the whole system. So first you position yourself. Next, you start with top of the funnel content, which leads to middle of the funnel, which leads to bottom of the funnel, and turns into DMs. DMs turns into conversations. Conversations turn into qualifications. Qualification leads to sales calls, and then sales calls lead to high ticket clients, and clients equals dollars, right? So if you follow this system consistently, this is going to be the result. Strong brand will turn into inbound leads daily. Inbound leads daily turns into high quality calls, and high quality calls is 10K plus month. If you're selling an offer or your coaching is like, let's just say 2 to 3K for 3 months, 6 months, whatever the case may be, let's just say you get 50 leads within the month. And because of your brand, if you have 50 leads that are coming in through your DMs or whether they're hopping onto your strategy call link, depending on how good your brand is, out of those 50 people, 60 to 70% of those people will actually be qualified to be invested into your program, right? If you have a poor brand, that's going to lead to that percentage being a lot lower. Let's just say, for example, if your brand was poor and you had 50 leads, you may have 50 leads, but like out of those 50, you have like 5 people that can actually qualify, right? So that's the importance of building an actual strong brand with clear positioning, because now when you get followers, now when you get views, it's actually people that you want to your page. That's why it's very important to be specific on who it is that you're talking to within your content so that you can actually attract the audience that you want. So with that being said, this is just a quick overview of the entire content system. I'm going to be breaking down exactly the importance of each step. Now, number 1, we got positioning. Now, the reason why positioning is very important is because 1, people should know exactly what you do in 5 seconds, who you help. So for me, for example, I help online coaches. So whether you're a fitness, business, mindset coach, etc., I position myself in an authoritative figure of somebody who can actually scale these people's businesses. Transformation that you deliver. In my bio, I say that I can deliver a transformation. So like turning your business into a 10K plus month business with personal branding. The more clear and concise that you are and specific, the better it is for you to attract your qualified ICP. Next, why me? Because I have proven content system, I have real client results, and I have a relatable story plus experience. Your story is always going to be unique to you, right? This is why when you're actually building a personal brand, you need to start implementing your story within your brand, because not only you don't want to make the mistake of becoming somebody who's just a person who just brings value, right? Without a story, people buy from people. So if you have an inspirational story, if you have something to share behind the scenes other than just value of your specific topic, people want to invest into you because of your character, because of your values, because of your lifestyle, right? So having a relatable story and experience is so key to actually scaling your brand. So one thing that I implement in all my clients and even myself is to share your story. Whatever it is that you're going through in real life, you always want to have a personal aspect to your brand, and that's going to lead to proving content systems, and that's just going to lead to better, higher conversion rates when it comes to the sales calls. And lastly, clear CTA, DM speedrun for a free strategy call, and the outcome of that whole positioning process is high trust, more profile visits, and qualified followers. Now next, we're going to get into the whole content funnel explained and how and the meaning of each and every single one of these content funnels. So between all these 3 funnels, none of them is better than the other. Without this, you can't have this, and without this, you can't have this, right? They all kind of are all needed to fit together the puzzle. So top of the funnel content is used to get attention, right? To attract the right people with content that stops the scroll and gets you discovered. So the main goal of this top of the funnel content is to attract the right people and to just basically go viral within your specific topic or niche, right? If you're a coach in fitness, or if you're a coach in business or mindset or life coaching, right, top of the funnel content is really to just put yourself out there and introduce new people to your page to, 1, spark curiosity, 2, earn attention, and to get them to follow you, right? The more people that you have on your page, the bigger customer pool that you'll have to then nurture and work with. And so some examples of top of the funnel content that could be used in your content right now is storytelling. So like personal stories, right? That's going to build the connection and relatability. Hot takes. So like whenever you feel like you have a controversial topic on a specific thing in your niche, that's a top of the funnel content. Mistakes. All these things are literally top of the funnel examples, right? Results, lifestyle, curiosity. Now, what you want to avoid when it comes to top of the funnel content is talking about your offer, being salesy or pitchy content, overly niche or complicated content, long, boring, and unedited videos. The reason why I say that is because top of the funnel content is literally just used to get attention. It's supposed to be broad. That's why it's the biggest in the funnel here, because it's supposed to attract everybody. It's supposed to get the attention of everybody, of the masses. The reason why that's important is because without visibility and without having attention, you wouldn't be able to, have a bigger pool of people to work with and nurture, and right. So that's why you need to get more people to your house, more people to the door, more eyes to the page. And once you complete top of the funnel content and actually execute it the correct way, you'll be able to now have people in the middle of the funnel content. Now, what is middle of the funnel content? This funnel is used to build authority and trust by showing your expertise and process with results. So now that you've already gained a lot of attention from the top of the funnel content, now we're turning our followers into believers. Now we have to prove that we have the solution to their problems. This is why middle of the funnel content is just as important as top and bottom, because this is what actually nurtures your ICP. This is what nurtures your clients into wanting to buy into you. I've had so much people literally buy from me because of watching my content, because of like the lifestyle that I was living in Bali, and just by like how much like enthusiastic and high energy I had with my content, people wanted to buy into that. They bought into me rather than the product in itself. So middle of the funnel content is just as important as top of the funnel, right? Showing the people your life, showing the people your value, showing the people your knowledge on specific topics. This right here is going to educate and add massive value to your followers. It's going to show your framework and process, build trust through transparency, address objections and pain points that your ICP currently going through. And it's also going to help position you as the go-to expert to go to when they need help when it comes to your offer that you're providing. So the goal here is to make them think that I need this person to help me. This person can get me from point A to point B, and he knows the exact roadmap because he's lived it, he's experienced it, he's documented it, he showed it. If you don't have this piece of the puzzle, you'll have a bunch of followers, but they wouldn't trust you enough to want to work with you. They wouldn't see you as somebody who could actually help them. If you execute middle of the funnel content properly, one, you'll have more trust, which leads to stronger authority, which leads to a warm audience, and then leads to more DMs. Now, once we get more DMs, we can get on to the next step, which is lastly, bottom of the funnel content. So bottom of the funnel content is just as important as all the other three. Without top and middle, you can't have bottom. So once we're getting warmed leads, once we're starting to get nurtured leads, right? The whole purpose of bottom of the funnel content is to convert your warm audience into leads, calls, and eventually paying clients. So this is the exact system that you're going to use to actually turn your personal brand into a business, right? The main purpose of bottom of the funnel content, you're not going to be spamming this a lot on your page. You're going to notice there's a ratio between posting the different types of funnel content, right? The purpose of this is for people to actually take action. So now that you have people warmed up on what it is that you do, you can give them an action step to actually go from somebody who's interested, somebody who's warm, into somebody who actually wants to take action and change your life. Because they believe in you already. They believe in the product. They see the product being used and actually real time, right? You're always showing them, you're always warming them up, which is why it's important to have these funnels. What kind of content does that look like? That content looks like offers and solutions. So like clearly, this is where you actually hard launch your offer. For example, here's exactly how we help coaches scale to 10K a month. You're just getting straight to the point, right? If you're a coach, like I'm specifically talking to coaches, and two, I'm specifically talking about the result that they can get. I'm telling them exactly what it is that I do. And then two, testimonials and results, showing client wins is going to build trust and also going to build credibility for me, right? So an example would be like inside, look how my client went from $0 to 10K a month with using the content system that I currently gave him. Those pieces of content is going to show people that it's possible. And once they're warm and they can see that it's possible and they can see themselves in that position, they can see themselves going from 0 to 10K per month. Now you got them. You got them through the funnel. Now you're going to start getting these DMs. And then once you get these DMs, it's going to lead to conversations. And then, like I said, it's going to lead to getting a call booked. And then once you get on that sales call, all you got to do is close. These are the type of content pillars that you really want to be using when it comes to bottom of funnel content. Success metrics in this would be a lot of DMs being increased, right? Sales calls getting booked, conversion rates becoming higher, and overall more clients and higher revenue. So this is the last funnel of the content funnel, and it's turning your intention and trust into income. So as you guys seen, we got top, middle is about trust, authority, and value. And then lastly, bottom of the funnel is about turning your trust and attention into income. That's the exact content system that you need to actually start implementing into your business if you really want to start making money with your brand. Now, sales process. Now, once you understand the whole content funnel, this is the exact process that you're going to have to go through to now start monetizing. So one, you're going to go through the DM, right? And that's going to basically qualify them, start the conversations. And the goal is to really just get a response, build some rapport, get to know them more, right? Qualify them, see what it is that they're trying to accomplish, right? See where they're currently at, see where you can help them, figure out their pain points, figure out their desires, future desired outcome. All these things is what you're going to do in the DMs. And then once you basically can qualify the situation, let's just say they're making X amount of money, they actually are somebody who could utilize your offer and benefit from it. Once you qualify them through the DM and actually got more information, then all you need to do is be like, all right, now let's get to work, hop on that sales call, right? And then once you get onto the sales call, all it really is just to build deeper rapport. So once you get onto the sales call, the goal of the whole sales call is to build deeper rapport, right? Uncover their pain/goals, Show them the whole blueprint, handle objections, and close with confidence. And then at the end, you say something along the lines of this: based on what you've shared, this is exactly what I help coaches do. And here's how the program will get you to 10K plus month, right? Now, a success metric in this is if you keep getting calls booked and you're getting sales closed. Once you get that client closed, then lastly, it's just the onboarding step. Is bringing them into your system, bringing them into your business, and actually delivering real results, which creates raving fans. And then eventually, if you have an amazing fulfillment, you will get referrals from the people who've joined your mentorship. And I'm going to sit here and already tell you that if you're starting a business, a high ticket offer, only do it if you actually are passionate about the transformation that you bring, right? A lot of people try to hop into the high ticket space and they do it for the quick money. And the reason why those businesses always fail is because they get the money, but when it comes to fulfillment time and it comes to actually helping their clients, it feels like they're dreading it because they have no passion within it, because they have no conviction in the transformation that they're trying to bring. One of the few things that I always see with failing coaches is they're selling something that they're not even 100% credible in, or they're selling a service or offer that they have no passion in, which turns their offer into a job. And then when they have that mindset of like, oh, I got to do this, like they don't have that excitement to wake up to it. That's when high ticket businesses, that's when coaches I see end up failing with their business because they have no passion in it, right? So if you are going to onboard these clients, make sure that when you hop on a call and you're actually getting people results, you need to be passionate about what it is that you're doing. Because overall, for the in the longevity of things, this is what's going to help scale your brand even more, because you're always going to want to grow. You're always going to want to get better, and you're always going to want to fulfill these clients a lot better. And you're just going to improve your systems over time. And eventually, once your systems are in place, then you can start charging more because you're expert at helping your ICP go from X result to this result. Now that I show you the whole content system, I want to get into a client case study that I have recently dealt with. Here we got AJ. He was a fitness coach back in the day. This is his current followers right now. I think I met him at 2,700 followers, something along the lines of that. He was not posting, right? Had poor brand positioning, no lead generation coming in, no structure, had the credentials, right? He had the physique, he had his transformation. I think he had like 1 or 2 testimonials on his page. But the thing is, he was making $0 with his fitness coaching business. Now, the reason for that is because of these things right here. One of the things that I see in a lot of coaches is they think that they need followers to make money. I'm going to break that belief within you right now, because AJ in only 30 days has not only grew 829 followers and almost 2 million views within the 30 days, right, after implementing the content system within his brand, but after implementing the actual content system in his business, he's gained a greater authority and credibility within his business. So I'm telling you right now, AJ doesn't even have 10K followers right now. He has 4K followers. But because of the content system and having brand positioning all in place, right, what that led to is, look, we got so many locks, right? Look at all these locks. These are all qualified leads, right? Which led to days like this, 2K day, another day, 1.5K in a day. AJ used to be literally working as a full-time trainer, 16-hour days. He just made his monthly wage in the span of a week. I'm telling you right now, you don't need to have followers to make money with your brand. You just need to understand the content funnel, brand positioning, and then have a sales process after that. And within the 30 days of implementing our content system, AJ has generated a consistent flow of inbound leads and collected 4.5. I'm pretty sure he's at 5K right now in cash collected, turning increased attention and authority into measurable revenue. He is on track to actually making a 10K month if he continues to move at this pace. So one thing that I really want to emphasize on is you don't need followers to make money with your personal brand, with your coaching business. I know people with 2K, 3K followers, and they're making 350 to 100K months. And all they need to do was just show that they're authority in the space or the skill that it is that they bring to the table, right? Once you can show people that you can give somebody X result, that's the difference between a coach that makes 10K per month versus a coach that makes, let's just say, 1 to 2K with their coaching business. One person is just going viral, no positioning, no direction, no clear ICP, while the other has the content systems in place, has the brand positioning in place, has the value and authoritative content in place, right? All of these things is what adds to your business. So with that being said, if you are tired of posting content consistently and you feel like your content isn't bringing qualified inbound leads, I'm telling you right now, it's nothing wrong with you. It's just a content system problem. And if you want me to personally look at your content, your positioning, your current funnel, I'll show you exactly where you're leaking clients. So with that being said, if you want to do that, you can book a free strategy call using the link down below, and I'll help map out exactly what needs to change so that your content can start generating leads consistently. And if we're a fit, I'll show you how we can help. If we're not, you'll still leave with a clear roadmap that you can implement immediately. With that being said, I'll see you on the call.